Happy Monday. It is Monday. Did you know that that's the name of a band from the 80s? Have the Happy Mondays. Might have been the 90s actually. Anyway, this is the view I showed you last night. After I watched my video, I laughed at myself because I was pointing out the North Shore Mountains in the pitch black, which of course you couldn't see. So this is out my dining room window again. The city is around the other side of the building, the downtown core, the commerce area, so you can't see it. But yeah, that's a really rich condo beside me, the guy at the top. I hate him. He's got a TV screen as big as my whole apartment. I can watch his TV from my house. Building next door, and then over to the water where you guys have seen many times. So anyway, that's the view. Happy Monday, as I already said. What did I want to talk about today? A few things, actually. The first thing I wanted to know, let you guys know, is that I'm going to close this window because it's cold. I want to point out the music that's playing right now. Dream On by Aerosmith. Great message there. Never stop dreaming on. But I wanted to start by letting you guys know that I'm really appreciating hearing from you guys with all the positive feedback on the vlog comments as well as some emails. I've heard from a few gentlemen, and I'm really quite honored that you guys are interested in following me. I kind of didn't think I would be compelling to men, but that I am is quite an honor. So shout out to Terry in Australia, and Carlin in Seattle. And Carlin, I know I thanked you already on Twitter, but I promised you I would do this. So I wanted to let you guys know that Carlin actually sent me a quote that made my vision wall. And it isn't actually as much about fitness as it is about following your passion in life, which is sort of what I'm doing with this vlog. I'm finding that it really feeds my soul to reach out to you guys and share, you know, the good and the bad about myself. And that you guys are actually getting something from it, fills me up even more. So I'll show you where I put your quote, Carlin. It's right here, right above this lady here with the number badge on. And the quote says, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go and do that. Because what the world needs are people who have come alive." And that was Dr. Howard Thurman, author, philosopher, and civil rights leader. So that's up there, and I'll see that every day now. And I thank you for that, because vlogging, as much as I love my real job, and I do love my real job, it does have a lot of downtime, and it does fill my soul. But this vlogging thing is really filling my soul. It's kind of really interesting to have this whole new community of people out there that I actually am starting to feel like I have a real relationship with you guys, because I'm hearing back so much from you guys that it's starting to feel like real back and forth friendship. And that's special too. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, guess what? My hamstrings are hurting today. That really sucks. I don't know if it's because of the hill sprints yesterday, or if it's the fact that I sat in front of this computer for about 16 hours yesterday working on my blog and messing about and twittering and stuff like that. You guys don't know this yet, but this apartment's not level. Nothing's level in this apartment. It's off by about that much, an inch. And when I first got the problem, I started wondering if it was because I was sitting in front of my computer and one hip is just slightly lower than the other when I do sit in front of my computer, because that's the way it's not level. And I can't really move my things around to make me sitting somewhere where it would be level, like I'd be leaning back instead of to one side, because of all the windows, and this apartment's just not set up for any other configuration. So I really hope it's not that, because I really don't want to move. And I know the manager's not going to do anything about it. He's a nice guy, but you know, he's got a lot of suites to handle. Let's just say that. It's a big building. So I hope it's not that, but we'll have to see how they feel in the next day or so. But I definitely started feeling the pressure points where I sit, which is the main problem. Last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, when I knew I should be going to bed and I wasn't going to bed, I could really start to feel them. So anyway, wish me luck on that one. I'm a little frustrated today because I lost something that makes no sense. I told you I write my own programs. Well, I'm on a 3-day program right now, and each one's on a separate piece of paper. And I've lost my day 2. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I mean, it's not a big deal. I can print out another one. I'm going to turn this music down. I can print out another one. But I'm a really, really organized person. And the fact that I lost it at all in this little tiny apartment where there's no place for it to really go, and I just worked it on Saturday, it's making me crazy. Where the heck did it go? I'll probably find it when I move out. Anyway, so I've looked under all the couches and cushions, and it's making me nuts. And you'll understand in a minute why it makes me nuts. I'm a very type A personality, and very, very organized. I don't lose things or misplace things. I just don't. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, it's making me a little mental. By the time day 2 comes up again, I'll just print another one, but at the moment it's just making me crazy. So, I did want to start touching on food a little bit today. I'm not going to go crazy in my pantry or anything, but I did want to talk to you guys, mostly who might just be starting out with watching what you eat and cutting calories and stuff like that for fat loss. When I first started doing it, I was kind of just going by guess and by golly, and I probably wasn't even eating enough. I was eating a lot of things like celery and iceberg lettuce because there's no value in those. They just fill you up, and they don't give you any nutrition either. They don't give you any calories, really. They're kind of a negative calorie food. You burn more calories ingesting them than you ingest when you eat them. So I was just kind of going by guess and by golly, and then the more I kind of sort of started paying attention to what the internet guys were saying, the more I started thinking I should get organized with the whole thing. So I thought I should start keeping track of what I'm doing, so I started writing things down, and that just doesn't work for me. I'm not the kind of person that writes things down. I'm a kind of person that types things on the computer and keeps everything on the computer. So I started a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet's crazy anal at this point. It's really evolved. It's evolved into something huge, and I really make an effort to fill it in every day and keep track of exactly what my calories are. I fill in my workouts every day. I fill in like how many grams each thing is and how many cups or how many, grams, whatever. I weigh things. I've got a little scale. I've got a better scale now because the little scale I first bought at the dollar store really sucked. And now that I'm weighing things on the bigger scale, yeah, it really sucked. I had no idea. But the reason I'm telling you guys is because a lot of people, when they eat, think they know what they're eating. And when you start writing things down or keeping track, it turns out you were way off, usually. Either you're way lower than you thought you were, or you're way higher. And when you don't keep track, it's easy to cheat, too. It's like, oh, a little bit extra in that tablespoon won't be a big deal. You can weigh it, sure, it's a tablespoon, but a little bit more just to make it a little bit more tasty, whatever. If it's something like I do, I always cheat with the almond butter. It's really caloric stuff. So I try my best to not cheat with the almond butter, even though I love it. So keeping track, even for a couple of weeks, just to get a better sense of how many calories things are worth, is actually a pretty good tool to do. And I found a couple of websites that help you, that you can look up calories, like on things that aren't packaged, like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. They'll give you a measurement and a calorie content, and you can use the math to figure out what, if it says 100 grams and you only eat 30 grams, well, figure it out. Use your calculator. That's what I do. See, I've got my calculator right by the computer. Right there by the computer. And here, why don't I just show you my spreadsheet? I don't know how much this is going to translate, you guys, but this is my spreadsheet. I've made it into a 7-meal template that I just go and fill in every day. But I don't have 7 meals. I usually have about 5. So a couple of the meals usually stand at not applicable, because not every day is the same. I don't work out every day. I mean, I work out almost every day, but on my day off, I don't do the post-workout glycogen filler. I skip that one and fill in lunch instead, And then at the bottom is all my workouts. I don't know how much you're going to see of this. All my workouts, and then how much calories my website says I burned, and then how many calories at the bottom I ingested that day. So yesterday I ingested 1,709 calories minus the workout, 1,234 for just basic breathing and living and things like that. So that's my spreadsheet. So that's why I think you'll now understand why losing my program is bugging me so much. Because, yeah, I'm a pretty organized person. So anyway, let me show you a couple of my tools for now. I'm not going to, like I said, go through all my food, but this is what I do. This is the scale I started with. It sucks. I don't even know why I haven't thrown it out yet. And this is the scale I use now. Pardon my toaster oven. It's a huge mess. I use it as my oven. So it's pretty awful. I have an oven. I have an oven, but it's so big. I don't cook enough for more than one person, so why not just use the toaster oven? Anyway, this little scale is really great. I love it because you just turn it on and it does whatever measurement you want, grams or whatever you guys in the States do, ounces. But it comes up 0. But if I put something on it first and then turn it on, it still comes up 0. So I can put all my strawberries and stuff in here and then press the button again, or take a reading and then press the button again, and it comes up 0 again, so that I can have my bananas and take another reading. So it's really cool. I can keep scrolling it back to 0 and adding things to get a reading for each thing. And then I've got measuring cups. I used to use this thing until it drove me insane, because how many times did I put it on the counter and go like this and try and see if it was straight and try and read the line and see if it was even, and oh god, make me crazy. So screw it. I just bought these because this is a quarter cup, third of a cup, half a cup, and a cup, and if they're full, that's the measurement. So I don't have to like, ugh, it was making me crazy. Anyway, and then strainer for, you know, rinsing vegetables or making pasta or whatever. It's so huge. I got sick of washing it, so I went and bought a bunch of little strainers for things like my sprouted beans and stuff. They're not measuring cups, they're just strainers, but they're cool. I don't have to wash this whole big thing every single time. I can just rinse out one of those little ones. So I actually see on my camera that I've yacked now for 11 whole minutes on I feel like nothing, but I hope that was a little bit of help. And I will talk more about food very soon. I do plan to take you guys for a trip through my pantry and show you what I keep in there. So that's kind of it for today, and I hope you're having a great Monday. It's the beginning of the week, and it's full of new and unexpected things, I'm sure, will be coming up this week. So we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a great week.